is it something that maybe you need to have that kind of tension or some kind of tension maybe to create?
I think that you can, when you're making any kind of art or, I don't want to be pretentious and say what I do is art, but any kind of creativity, it's you can make the problems of life into something positive through that. So that's kind of what saves me. I mean, yeah, if I didn't have any way of making it positive, putting it into something positive, then it would just be a bunch of mistakes that I made.
How literally do you write about it in your lyrics? If you mention this example, maybe with external relations outside of your marriage, how can you translate it into a good lyric, or what kind of aspect do you write about it? Maybe that you.
I think I don't know. There's a lot of different lyrics I think that are about that. There's a song called "One at a Time," which is about basically drugs and women, and I can't really handle juggling two women, so one at a time. Yeah, it's like it's not the thing of lying to people or whatever. It's just actually my heart needs to be focused on one person, you know. So one at a time is kind of about that, just one at a time. Or like the other thing about that's one at a time is like one drug at a time instead of taking more than one drug and not knowing what's going to happen. It's like it's better to know what you're getting into and stuff. And I think it's like that with relationships as well. I don't want to be juggling more than one person. Yeah.
Is it now that you feel that you're stable now with that, or did you set?
Yeah, I feel like this year has been really the whole year has just been the process of like figuring out a scale. I'm in a band now, and the band's going to become more successful, not less successful. It's not over, so I need to figure out how I'm going to do this. And it's with, you know, the most cliche thing is like a rock and roll. You know, I'm a singer in a rock and roll band now. That's my job, and so
this is it's secondary part of the job.
Yeah, it's sort of like sex and drugs. Being a rock and roll band in America is I can't pretend it's not there. So it is there. So you just have to learn how to kind of be aloof from it, kind of like get a bit stronger, and you know, just because.
Or consume it till you die.
Yeah, or consume it until you die. That's the two options, you know. And I think that at one point last year I was just like, okay, I'm going to die soon. So if I don't, this is how it happens. This is how it happens. There's nothing particularly unique about it. It's just you know.
Do you feel you're the only one who knows what your music should sound like?
I think I felt like I was. At first, but I think now that I have 2 records, I think it's somebody else might be able to help me with the next one and understand where I want to go with it and stuff. Maybe I would like to collaborate more, but there's a little bit of a fear that I don't want to go off the path and like and make the wrong record, you know.
What's the secret to your sound, or what's one important, maybe technical element to it that you think that makes your music sound the way it does?
I think tape. I really love tape. I love the sound of tape, and I assemble everything in Pro Tools like most people. But tape, almost every sound goes through some kind of tape recorder or some kind of. I have a whole collection of these things. I think I have about 15 tape recorders or something, and I have all kinds like a dictaphone, microcassette, and 4 tracks, and reel-to-reel players and stuff like that. I have a sort of my favorite tape player for each job. You know, I have vocals, or even have a tape player for falsetto. It makes the falsetto sound better, and yeah.